I have a story to tell. Well, it's not a story, it's a letter, but that sounds better. Dear retro enthusiast, please take great care of this little computer. It's already had one life-giving pleasure to a nameless youngster in 1980s UK, but has now decided to wander the planet looking for adventure. It's not a bear, and it doesn't like marmalade. We hope that one day it will make it all the way back home after seeing the world. Please take a selfie or other type of photo with it or of it so we can see all of the amazing places it has been. If you have a cool modification, upgrade or similar you can apply non-destructively, that would be very much appreciated. The modulator section will be the final part worked on when it returns to the UK, where More Fun Making It Lee will replace it with something new and shiny. If for some reason during its travels it becomes faulty or broken, please don't worry too much. The next person along will probably have great fun fixing it and it will add to its story. When its travels are done, it will be auctioned off and the money raised will go to the befriending scheme. Have fun! So this little ZX Spectrum Plus was originally belonged to Stephen Usher. And Stephen Usher, who's a lovely guy and very generous, decided to give it away on my Discord, on the Retro Hardware Discord. And Ian, 1DB Ian, one of the members there, decided to take it, which was fine, absolutely great. And Ian took it, he had it delivered, and then he thought he doesn't really need it. He had a change of heart and decided to give it back to the community. So he offered it up again on the Retro Hardware Discord Trading Outpost section, where Henry decided that he would take it on. And Henry is one of our stalwart members and moderators as well, so don't cross him. But he's a lovely, lovely man. And he took it, had it delivered, and he decided he was going to do something a bit special with it. And this is what he said. He said, so my plan is to fix it so it boots and passes diagnostics successfully. But then what? Well, why not pass it to another Discord creator to make it better or pimp it in some way? You could recap it, you could add heat sinks, you could fit a new keyboard membrane, guarantee it will need one at some point, or you could do something even cooler. You could replace the case, you could expand the RAM, fit Bluetooth. There are all sorts of possibilities and ways to expand this humble specky. My idea is that eventually we'll have it sent all around all sorts of people who have had a little fun with it and made it better along the way. Eventually we can bung it on eBay and someone will end up with the ultimate Spectrum, and some charity, probably the befriending scheme, will end up with a couple of quid. So is anyone interested in getting involved with that? Well, I put my hand up straight away and said, I'll have first crack at it. And I'm going to do something very simple to it. I'm going to just recap it, which it doesn't really need, because I'll open it up. Because it's an issue 6A. And they don't really need to be recapped. The caps should be okay, but they can still be faulty. But for completeness sake, I'm going to do the recap on this one before it gets sent off wherever it goes next. And Henry is actually he's going to be taking it on holiday to the United States, and whilst he's there, hopefully he'll take a picture of it somewhere cool and interesting. And whilst it's there, he's going to send it on to a YouTuber in America who you'll be hearing about soon. I'll probably do updates on my channel just to keep things rolling. And there's no big hurry on this. This could take a year. But we're hoping that it will end up going all around the world and seeing all sorts of different YouTubers who can do things to it if they want to, or just take a selfie with it and sign it or do whatever they want. I think to help with postage, I'm going to put it in a rubber key case like this one, not this one, probably a ratty rubber key case. I'll put a new membrane in it so it does work, and that will make it a little bit easier to post. But when it comes back, people will be signing the bottom and the insides and whatever bits of that case they can or that they want to. But when it comes back, we'll include the plus case with it as well. So you've got a choice of what to put it in. So yeah, all I'm going to do today is recap it. It's already had a composite mod done to it, which is right here. When it's finished on its journey all around the world, I'm going to do, there's a modification that Julian from the Board Folk is working on right now to do something in this area, which involves removing this horrible SN94459N chip, which is not the better of the video modulator chips, but that will get removed, the modulator get removed, and a special upgrade will be put in there as the last thing before we sell it. And it will be a brand new thing. So there's all sorts of things that can be done with this, but it'll be very interesting to see what other people come up with. Right, and first of all, I'm going to mark where the location of all of the capacitors that I want to remove, which is all of them, just to make it easier. And I'm going to remove them all at the same time. And I have a map here to show me where they all go back. Right, just to make things a little bit easier for myself, I'm going to bend all the legs up straight and add a little bit of fresh solder to all of them. Hopefully they'll all just fall out now. There we go. Caps are all out. No one would ever know. I am just going to do one thing to this and just reflow these pins on the 5-volt regulator, because the heatsink gets pulled around a lot and it puts a bit of strain on those, so they very likely start to crack quite quickly. And then I'm going to plug it in and make sure it works. I will just say that my capture device is not performing very well at the moment, so the image quality could be a bit poor coming out of that you see on the screen, but I will check it on my TV as well after I've finished, after I turn the cameras off. Here we go, it's working. That's nice. Let's see if this keyboard works. It has got a new membrane in it, what looks like a new membrane to me. I do like a nice key click. Perfect. So all I need to do now is find another case for it and remove the reset switch wires, because they won't fit in the other case. There's nowhere for the switch to go. And take it off to Henry. It's quite a nice case. I bought this a long time ago from Sparks and Zeros on Twitter. There's a name I haven't heard for. Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time. A long time. And this board has no ULA and no caps. Let's have a look inside. It also has no feet. Let's take that off. Yeah, the membrane's probably gone on this. I'm going to replace that. And it's an issue too with no ULA. Oh, and look. Brilliant. Oh, that'll be a future repair. I'll find a use for this one somewhere. But we're going to borrow its case. I'm not even going to clean it. I'm not doing anything to it apart from... Well, I'm just going to include a new membrane. Let's find a membrane. Here we go, a brand new membrane. That can go with it. So I'll just pop this inside here and then we can take it. Oh, I need to take that reset switch off. I'll leave the original membrane in here and someone else can have fun getting, I think this might already be off. Yeah, it's cleaning all the gunk up and putting the membrane in. This is a nice area for signatures. Here we go. We can fill all of this up with signatures, hopefully, and the back and the front. Right, so that's ready to go. That's ready to go with it. I'll include its letter and off we go to Henry's. So Henry's not at home, but he's going to be somewhere else today. So me and Thomas, come and say hello, Thomas. There he is.
Hi, Henry. You're mate.
Me and Thomas are going to go and meet him in a special place.
Yeah,
and
it is a special place, Henry.
And we're on our way there now.
Yeah, we're right there now, Henry.
Right, we're here, but we're a day early. But look, there's the cave.
Yeah, there's a cave.
And there's a beautiful clear mill pond there as well.
Yeah,
it's gorgeous
pond.
Around here.
Gorgeous around here.
Where are we going now?
The Bear Hotel.
Don't tell everybody where we're staying. It's okay. Don't worry. The Bear. Yeah, we're going to the hotel.
Go to the Bear.
The Bear. It's a lovely hotel.
It's a lovely hotel.
Thomas and I went off for some quality father and son time in the very nice Bear of Rockborough Hotel, highlighted by some nice food and a good night's sleep. The next day, after filling up on a full English breakfast, we turned up early at the cave for a Patreon Day event for the Retro Collective patrons. Thomas and I were invited to help prepare the Cave Museum for the day's events. After giving the carpets a good hoover, Thomas was made an honorary volunteer for the day by Retrofied Dan, something he took very seriously. But the business at hand was the roaming Spectrum. I brought along some paint marker pens, and after handing the Specky over to Henry, we thought it would be a good idea to get some of the cave dwellers to sign the case. Thomas, can you give that to Henry?
Thank you very much.
There you go.
First up, we found the inevitable Mark Fix's stuff, who promised to not write anything too rude in there. Then the cave master himself, displaying excellent wrist action, added his own mark. Here is Yawning Angel Keith and Hack Build Restore Andy, followed by young Naoki. We chased down Jason Daniels of the Dev Den all the way to the car park to get his signature. And then, after a spot of lunch in the sunshine, Holly put her name in there too.
Yeah, Neil's on there. Yeah, cool. And I might be talking Neil, yeah. Cool.
Okay. Thomas took a chance to have a play on a brand new, not yet released to the public, Mr. Multisystem 2 in laptop form. And then, oh no, we found a Mike Daly to put yet another great signature inside this machine. Retrofied Dan also signed the case, but the footage of that has gone mysteriously missing. And that was the end of another amazing day at the cave. Henry took the wandering Spectrum home with him, and a few days later he took it on tour around some amazing places in the US, including NASA, I don't think it went to space, and Disney with his lovely family. And finally he took it to a post office, stuck a label on it and sent it on its way. Its next port of call is the kind and generous Todd of yet another retro channel, who has already got to work on his part of the epic journey and put together a video I think is fantastic. I will leave a link in the description to the next episode in this Special Machines journey, and I'll create a special YouTube playlist where you'll be able to find all of the subsequent episodes. I think this will be a long process, and when it eventually makes it back to me in some form that still resembles a Spectrum, the hope is to auction it off to raise money for the befriending scheme. I'll leave details of this amazing charity in the description. There's one thing I forgot to mention which I just need to slip in here, and that's if there are any other creators that would like to take part in this adventure, then get in touch and let us know. Thank you for watching. Bye.